Hunza is the name of a valley which is known as the Land of Heaven. It is located in the northernmost Karakoram mountain region of Pakistan at an altitude of 2,500 meters above sea level. Hunza presents stunning natural views with towering mountains covered in snow, green valleys, clear flowing rivers, and fresh lakes with crystal clear water. This valley also inherits a very rich culture, as well as a long history that dates back thousands of years. But beyond that, the Hunza Valley is better known as the residence of people who have lived a long life. The people inhabiting the Hunza Valley are known as the Burusho people, who speak the Burushaski language, an isolated traditional language not related to any other language family. They are known to have long lives with an average age of 100 years. What is unique is that those who live this long do not experience chronic and debilitating diseases such as ulcers, cancer, heart disease, or diabetes. At the age of a century, they have bodies that are still fit, full of vitality, and can go out into the fields and carry out activities that are generally done by rural people. This fact intrigued scientists so much that in the early 1970s, National Geographic ran an extensive series of articles looking at long-lived people around the world, of which the Hunza people were among the observed sections. They make an interesting case study of the unique region in which they live. The Hunza Valley is a fertile valley that supports agriculture and supports isolation from the rest of the world, and is also located at a very high altitude with very rough terrain. The villages are very isolated and built on the side of cliffs, some of which are more than 1,000 years old, so the Hunza people have no choice but to travel through the rough alleys and steep hills that surround them. The agricultural land they work on is not always located near their house, and sometimes they have to travel about 2 hours from the village where they live. With this kind of lifestyle, without realizing it, they exercise every day, and the natural conditions that are free from pollution provide added value that supports their health aspects. Apart from that, the Hunza people are also known for their excellent diet. They eat foods high in complex carbohydrates that are low in calories, with levels ranging from 1,600 to 1,800 calories. Meanwhile, Americans generally eat between 2,500 and 3,000 calories per day. Hunza people also eat a variety of probiotic foods every day, either in the form of kefir or fermented vegetables, and they eat meat or fish only on rare occasions. Their protein intake, which mostly comes from plant sources, is also quite low, namely between 20 and 50 grams per day, and most importantly, they use 0% sugar or carbohydrates from processed ingredients. The Hunza people consume mostly plant foods raw, and due to their very isolated location, they do not have access to large amounts of fuel to cook their food, nor are there many animals available to eat, so they concentrate on plant-based foods such as cherry, grape, peach, and so on. Interestingly, the Hunza people's diet is very similar to the diet prescribed by modern nutritionists. Apart from being known for its natural scenery and long-lived population, Hunza is also known for its culture, which is unique and different from other parts of Pakistan in general. As has been explained, this valley is home to the Barusho people who have lived in this valley for more than 2,000 years. The Barusho people have beliefs that combine pre-Islamic animism with Islamic teachings. Apart from Islam, there are also adherents of other religions, including Buddhism and Christianity. The local people have a deep respect for the mountains and nature, which is reflected in their social practices. The Barusho people also have beautiful and complicated traditional clothing. The women in this group wear long dresses and head scarves, while the men wear traditional robes and head coverings. The Barusho people also have a unique music and dance culture with various traditional instruments such as surnai, rhubarb, and others. The people of Hunza Valley are also known to be very hospitable, so the accumulation of their hospitality, unique cultural practices, including traditional music, dances, and festivals, is a major attraction for tourists visiting this valley. The traditional clothing of the local population, including the embroidered hats and colorful shawls worn by its women, are also important aspects of Hunza Valley culture. The overall culture and beliefs of the Hunza Valley reflect a rich and varied history shaped by the region's unique geography and location. And despite the changes brought by modernization, the people of the Hunza Valley continue to maintain their very unique cultural traditions and practices. The people of the Hunza Valley have rich oral practices with stories and legends passed down from one era to another, and their way of life remains an important part of the character of the valley.